Hey everybody, it's me. As you can see, I have TF2 started up, and I'm not going to play necessarily today, but I am going to tell you how to get better FPS on it. Now the default for TF2 is starting off in 1024 by 768, which is a very default ratio for a lot of screens today. It automatically starts you off with recommended settings. Most of the recommended settings have asterisks right next to it. You'll be able to see that, but basically this is how it starts you off. I'm going to start on Gravel Pit, I guess. But basically, what it gives you in the beginning is not necessarily recommended for your PC. PCs are different. Every one of them is different unless you buy the same model with every same part. But that's my scores, by the way. This is with fraps, so it has a little bit more lag than you'd expect. Without fraps in-game, with these kind of settings, I'd probably have anywhere from about 10 to 15 FPS. I remember when I was recording with fraps for the first time when I had these settings, it was around, well, I don't know, 6. No joke. As we wait for this to load, I'll show you how bad it looks. Now this is a tutorial for people with bad GPUs. If you have a good GPU and it's screwing up for some reason, I would suggest going to that particular brand's forum or FAQ or something and trying to ask one of them how to work it correctly, because I don't know how to help you. But yes, this is for people like me who have an integrated graphics card, an NVIDIA 6150 SE. It is a piece of shit, to say the least. Alright, so here we have our message of the day, the map info. As you can see, the doors opening are laggy, so that's already a bad sign. As you can see, the characters, like literally, I'm getting 6 frames per second right now. And I do have custom skins, so that's not helping at all. Let's go medic. Since I'm not really going to play, let me edit my view model. As you can see, I'm getting so laggy right now. It's not even funny. It's horrible. And it's basically unplayable like this. I've played it for months like this, believe it or not, until I figured out ways to get it down, and I will show you right when I get back. Alright, so first off, we're going to start with TF2 by itself. Go into the properties and set launch options. It says these options are only available for advanced users only. Don't believe that. It's really easy to do. First of all, you're going to want to put -dxlevel and then 80 or 81. Either one works just fine. 80 just determines something about the water. From my experience, 80 has done me best. It's only screwed up on me once. 81 has less FPS, believe it or not, for me. But for everyone else, there's really no difference. So let's just try it with DX80 in there, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, now we're back in game. As you can tell, well, probably as you can't tell, I'm getting better FPS already, even on the menu screen. Ignore the background. I thought it would be better quality than that, and I have yet to remove it. So let's go back to Gravel Pit and wait for this to load. As you remember, -dxlevel 80, and this is nothing else is edited, just that one line of text in the launch options. That's the only thing that I have messed with, and everything else is just as it was before. Mind you, this is for the kind of people that believe that games should be played for gameplay and not graphics. If you're looking to have better graphics on your game and still have a high FPS, then go buy a graphics card, because I can't help you there. Alright, looks like we're about to start. We've got 1 bar left from loading, and we got the message of the day, and still getting really bad FPS. Not nearly as bad. You can tell the character's a lot less shiny. Let's go sniper. Yes, I'm using the Luxman. You can suck my dick. As you can see, before I was getting about 6 frames per second. Now outside, getting about 15. So that's still not necessarily enough, per se, but it's definitely better. Some people might want to stop here if they have a good enough GPU, but for me, it's not. So let's go back. Alright, so now we're back to my Steam game list. We go to properties again, set launch options. So as we know, dxlevel 80 was not enough. So let's put, let's see, W-W800-H 600. Now what does this do? This changes the ratio to a low ratio, so you'll have much better frames per second. Now let's go back in game and see how that is. Alright, as we can see, the titles look a little bit bigger and everything, but not much has changed. Let's go back to Gravel Pit and see what else is done. As we wait for the world to start up, or initialize as it says. By the way, if you're ever recording and then starting a server, expect to have low FPS. I'm getting 2 right now. But that's just because it's jolty for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, we're going back into Gravel Pit right now. We have 1 bar left. And as you can see, the doors open a lot better. Not as jumpy. Right now I'm getting 18 frames per second right now for the character screen. Right now getting 20 frames per second. You might not be able to notice it, I don't know. Perhaps there's a weird thing about that. Yeah, so it's kind of good, I guess, but it's still not enough for me, because when you get into battle scenes, it gets a lot lower. Like right now, I'm all alone. I've got low detail on. That's because it's recommended, and no one's around. So let's go back and change something else. Now, believe it or not, we're still in game. We didn't even have to go back and set any launch options. Yeah, I know, weird. I'm going to change these settings. Model detail can go to medium. Texture can go to high, shader low, shadow low, water detail simple reflections. Anti-aliasing mode, that is the biggest one. Anti-aliasing is basically spreading the colors out so it doesn't look like jagged lines on the edge of the characters, but it kills your FPS. And I forgot how to pronounce that, but anisotropic filtering, I think. Just turn it to bilinear and hit apply and wait for it. If you start a game and then do it, it's definitely going to take a lot longer than if you just go in a game, then do it. Because if you go into an actual game with a bunch of characters, it already has everything preloaded. But if you just start up the game and do it, it doesn't have anything preloaded, so it's a lot easier to do. So it's going to take forever. Alright, we have the graphics set now on a bit of trouble. It crashed, actually, believe it or not. So I apologize for that. I turned everything down. As you can see, I don't know, you may be able to see this or not, but the background is a lot more detailed since I changed the texture to high, and the newspaper is not nearly as blurry, stupid looking. And we start up the game again. Like I said, this is for people that don't think, graphics make the game, because they don't. And as we start it up, we're going to notice a big FPS difference because, well, not only is Gravel Pit a relatively simple map for FPS, but it's also because I lowered the settings a lot. And this is where a lot of people will stop. And I can imagine there are people that need it to go lower than this, but as you can see, the door opening animations are a lot more fluent. Let's go soldier. Right now, getting constant 30. So FPS isn't a problem right now. Gotta love the gunboats. And the equalizer, even though I hate it. It's so overpowered. Anyway, right now I'm getting decent FPS. 30, but believe me, some people actually need lower than this. I know people that blue screen on dxlevel 90, and I'm surprised I didn't with all the settings I was running at. So let's cut out again. Okay, for some reason the Cam Studio thing I had open decided to desync itself to hell, so I'm going to have to completely remove it. What I was talking about for a last resort, and plus I really don't have much time to explain this, look up high FPS M0RE, and you're going to come to a page. Just click configs again, because the one you're looking at from the first result is not what you need. And hit configs, more high FPS, download the file, and then place it into your CFG folder in your TF directory, and it should look pretty bad, but it's kind of like what you need. But I don't have much time to explain this because of the 10-minute limit, and I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you soon.